and Charles Davis, they've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he motions the wide receiver. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Ingram again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On first down, Breeze. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Geno. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Breeze on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Surveying the field. He's going to wind. Got a man. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Smith now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Throwing now is Geno. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additions.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Paul Warlow not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Breeze to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third and long, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This will be taken at the 10. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. First and 10, Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
On first down, Smith. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun, here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Smith throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Breeze going up top, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Second down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy-bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Breeze. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Finding time. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Gino on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down following the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you...
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Derek Shelby with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze now. It's complete. Flater, right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And that leads to New Orleans 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Breeze on 3rd, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he fires one incomplete. Second and 10, Smith again. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, James Laurinaitis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Freeman on first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
It's Coleman here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Shotgun now for Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw, it's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On third and long, it's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to, and this will be caught at the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Breeze going to throw here. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Little motion now from the tight end. Breeze hands to Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Breeze is looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.